just say where we are, and then we'll start. And you can look right into the camera whenever I talk to you. So. And go ahead.
We are in the entrance to the Magic Museum. This originally was the United Church, and we transformed it into a little castle.
All right, well, what about some of these pictures behind us here?
That's autographed pictures of all different magicians from all over. Some have been here, others sent their pictures for the museum, for the Magic Wall of Fame.
So what's the inspiration behind the museum? You can look right into the lens.
It was a request of our boy Philip, before cancer took him, to create a room for everyone to enjoy. And this is the end result.
And so how long has Philip's Magic Paradise been around?
We have been open to the public for 19 years now.
And do you know how many visitors? You can track of how many visitors you get?
Anywhere from 400 to 500
per year.
Per year.
That's pretty good.
Some years is a little less.
And you're open for how long?
We're open from mid-May to the end of September.
Great. Okay, so why don't you take us on a little tour here and show us around a little bit. Okay. And like I say, you can just highlight certain things. You don't have to go through everything.
Yeah. This jail cell was donated to the museum by the RCMP in Steinbach. That was also here. This was in honor of the RCMP. Philip had high respects for the RCMP. And this was all his collection of hardware that he collected over those few short years. And
these were all Philip's?
These were all of Philip's, yes. And he got into collecting padlocks and keys. He could tell you how each padlock worked.
And that's Philip there?
That's the picture the day he was locked up in that cell. And that's a picture of his good friend Dean Gunnarsson. The two of them done shows, birthday parties, fundraisers together.
And how was Philip and Dean introduced? How did they get to know each other?
Philip was in the Children's Hospital for his treatments, and Dean used to come around to the Children's Hospital and do a little bit of magics for the kids. And that's where the two of them met. It was a friendship to the end, and even now, Dean still stops in to visit with the family.
So what about, there's one here that says Philip's Magic Room. Could you talk a little bit about that?
This was all his magic that he used during his shows and fundraisers and birthday parties. He'd make a little money and he'd turn it into more magic.
Mm-hmm. How long did Philip perform for? Do you recall? Was it a few years?
For a few years, yes. And in his collection there, that box with the silk hanging out, that was given to him by Doug Henning. It's autographed. And various magic donated by many different magicians from all over.
What about this suit of armor over here?
Oh, we picked that up in Toronto, and we thought it would fit nicely in the...
Have you tried it on?
No, I don't dare. And right above my head, that's the barrel that Dean Gunnarson got out of in the Red River. And there's a picture of him when he came out. And posters from all over. Some were Philip's, some were given to him, some were given to the museum. And here's one here. This was probably one of Houdini's last shows in Montreal. And if you look at the date, October the 9th, 1926. And
that was just a little while before he died, right?
yes, that's right, yeah.
Fantastic. There we go. So this is the area where magicians will come and perform on
Yes.
The weekends?
That's on Sundays. We have magicians come out to perform from 2 to 4 on Sundays, and we appreciate that very much with their help in promoting the museum.
And what kind of feedback do you get from people that come here
Oh,
regarding the performances?
People seem to rely on that little magic show on Sundays, and we get many calls from people, is there going to be a magician here on Sunday? And we are very fortunate having them out from the beginning of July to about the end of August.
And with that, this is Gregoire, and he is a magician volunteering here today.
Hi.
So, have you been to the museum before?
I have, yes, once before. So this is my second time.
And so, what does it do for you coming out here and volunteering?
Personally, for me, I love magic. Magic is my life. So to come here, it's just surrounding yourself in magic. It's really cool. It's rich in magic history, and there's just a whole bunch of really cool stuff, gizmos and gadgets. It's exciting for a magician to come here.
So, do you want to show us a little bit of magic?
Absolutely, for sure. You like money, sir?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah? Everyone likes money, correct?
Yeah.
All right. It's nice to have money. I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. What would you do if I handed you $10? What would you, if you had to spend it on something, what would you spend it on?
That's a good question. I don't know what I'd buy with that.
All right, well, that's a good answer. It's tough to know what you're going to spend your money on, but here's what I would do with the money. Being a magician, here's what I would do. I would go 20, 40, 60, 80, $100. And I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 $20 bills, $100, twice as much money, and that's the beauty of being a magician.
Oh,
but of course, it's all just
that's
illusion.
a good one.
And that's the kind of stuff you can see for if you come to Philip's Magical Paradise on Sundays in the summer.
You'll have to teach that one to me. I
Can
can.
you do my paycheck? Can you do that with my paycheck?
Absolutely not. But I'm Gregoire, the quality entertainer, and hopefully we'll see you around at Philip's Magical Paradise.
Cool. You just put it on the floor here. Okay, I'm rolling, so whenever you're ready.
Alright, so this is actually the Zigzag Lady illusion. It's a classic of magic. It's been donated by Greg Wood. He used it in the past, and now it's featured in Philip's Magical Paradise.
Very good. Thank you. That's
Is that
all.
good?
Okay. And go ahead.
In this showcase is different articles that Doug Henning gave to Philip. And through the courtesy of the Rainbow Society, Philip's wish was to meet Doug Henning. And that was a picture I took of the two of them in Doug's magic studio. And there's 2 coins here that Doug made into a necklace and gave to Philip. And the one big coin belonged to Houdini, and the other one was one that Doug himself used in his sleight of hand. And that he presented that to Philip when he went down to Los Angeles to meet him.
So Doug was living in Los Angeles at the time?
Yes, yes.
Because he's from Winnipeg originally, right? Doug Henning?
Yes, he was born in
Born in
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg?
Yeah, yeah.
So how about Len Vintis?
Len
Do you want to
Vintis.
mention something about the IBM starting in Manitoba?
Well, Len Vintus was the first president of the IBM, and when him and Philip would get together, there was the old and the young of magic, and the two of them had one thing in common: magic. And this is various articles that was donated to the museum from Len Vintus.
So Philip knew him personally,
Oh, yes,
the actual
yes.
founder of the International
Yeah,
Brotherhood
yes, he
of
did.
Magicians.
Yep. And this showcase here, the two of them, is older magic that came from Orlando, Florida. And this showcase was Dick Lanou from Florida. He was out here visiting with his good friend Bill Brace, and he came out to the museum to see it. And he said, when I get back home, I'm going to send you some old magic. And all this showcase he sent to us for the museum.
Look at the cigar. Look at the cigar.
Okay, go ahead and you can talk about Dean.
Now, this showcase is in honor of Dean Gunnarsson. This was various items that he donated to the museum. This was one of his first tuxedos, and we set it up for display.
So what has Dean's relationship with the museum been like over the years?
Well, he's been a great supporter of the museum, yes. And like I say, he comes out once in a while to visit us. Yes.
Did you see about his accident in China?
I heard of it, yes.
I guess it wasn't really an accident, right? He was performing, but
Yeah.
his foot got licked. So is there something to mention over here?
This showcase was all of Philip's books down here, and this one here. That was his collection of magic books. These is some that the wife and I picked up various places. And this showcase is in honor of Bill Brace. He was the first Canadian director of the Society of Young Magicians, and this was different articles that he donated to the museum.
Do you still, as far as donations, are you still looking for more donations to the museum?
Well,
Articles?
if there's some that want to donate, we accept it and we try to showcase it.
How about size-wise? You're pretty
We're
tight-fit in
getting
here?
pretty full, but we try to change things around a little bit and make it showcase some of the other things. Now this showcase here is Doug and Debbie Henning's production of the Wonder Winds. This is a complete set that Doug sent to Philip, and Philip really treasured these, and we've set them up for display.
What are Wonder Winds?
They are stuffed toys that show the magic of air, land, and sea. They were only in production for a short while, and I would say that's probably the first set he sent them to Philip.
Okay, so what are some final thoughts that you want people to be left with about the museum?
Well, we enjoy the people coming out, and we enjoy them coming out to see the magicians, and we have had some younger ones come, kids buy some magic, and some of them are pretty good at it now.
Sorry, I shouldn't have panned up like that. I just was noticing that I've never really noticed that window before. Maybe you can mention, could you say something about you sell magic? here as well, right?
Yes,
Maybe
magic.
say something about,
We have a little gift shop.
yeah, sure, yeah, there you go. You can talk about the gift shop.
And we have a bit of a gift shop. We have different magic for sale, and some toys, and mostly magic tricks.
You can come here and you can see magic, and then you can buy some tricks and learn how to do magic.
That's right.
All right, so, you know what? I have a question for you. What would you like to see the museum, where do you see it being in say 5 years, 10 years? Growing bigger, staying, this is just an offhand question.
Well, there's no way that we could add on, and I would expect 5-10 years from now it'll still be the same, but some different displays. We try to change things around a little bit.
Are you going to need someone to take it over eventually? Do you have someone?
Well, we're hoping our children will take over, our boys.
Has there been discussion with them about it?
Oh yes, there's been family discussions on that.
Have Philip's brothers?
Beg pardon?
Philip's brothers?
Yes.
Okay.
He has 3 brothers.
Okay. So it will live on into the...
That's our expectations. Yes.
So if they don't follow through, then we'll take them away and lock them up or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, if we could do, so again, you can look right into the lens, and I'll ask you a question, or maybe if you could say, that's a tour of the museum. Come out and visit us in Giroux, Manitoba, something like that, and look right into there.
Well, that's the tour of the museum, and we're hoping people will enjoy coming out over the years, and we hope to continue on for as long as possible, and hopefully then our children will maybe take over, and that would be Philip's 3 brothers. And certainly want to keep it going and keep the magic in life.